Hey, you guys, I am back with another Talks with Toya. This is just an update or whatever about what's going on and what's new. Now, I did miss my fourth week video shoot just to say, hey, I'm 4 weeks post-op and this is what's going on. I had a lot of things, personal things going on with my life. So now, while I have a moment, I would like to reach out and talk to you guys, have a good little conversation. The first thing that I want to discuss is that I have broken my stall. Yay! So happy. I really wasn't that worried about it because, if you're like me, you research videos like this and you find out that stalls are inevitable. Nobody could just continuously slope and lose weight or whatever. It goes like this, drops, goes like this, and then drops. So, I just stopped weighing myself and just trusted the process. When you are eating fewer calories, and I do walk, so I try to walk as much as I possibly can without over pushing myself. Like I stated, I do have, some back issues and some other concerns that I have to not, overdo it, or I can cause myself some pain. So I do walk because of, heart health, weight loss, endurance, strength, all that good stuff. But, that is broken, so I'm very happy. So I'm losing probably about, I want to say, half a pound to a pound a day until, I go to my another stall. So currently, I think the last weight, excuse me, mm, the burps, still get them. So currently, well, let me address this. Currently, I am 5 weeks post-op. So I was stalled at, I think, 219, and I was fluctuating between 219 and 217. Now I am exactly 210 pounds. So that's where we're at right now. And that is a total of 30 pounds weight loss. So that includes the week of pre op and all the way up until now. So that is exactly 30 pounds in 5 weeks. And that is wonderful. Now, we'll say that there are times when I look in the mirror and I see myself as getting thinner, and then there's times when I see, I look a little puffy. Right now, I am on my cycle, so I, realize as a nurse that you do have weight fluctuations and, water retention during those times. So don't get discouraged, my bariatric, friends. That is normal. So, it's to be expected, but just trust the process and keep on going. Um, Another new thing that I realized that, is going on with me is that I don't really like to eat. I know, right? In the beginning, when I was going through, well, right now, my stage is advanced soft. So I'm pretty much eating most of what I, want to eat, like, as long as it's within reason, protein first, hydrate or whatever. But if it's not, I just try to go for soft foods. Let's say, for an example, I had two chicken wings from Wingstop, and I would take a bite, chew it up to a baby sauce or apple sauce or baby food consistency, and I'll swallow it. The one thing that I did realize that I'm doing is that I am chewing too fast. So I am working to try to slow that down. I don't know if anybody out there is in healthcare or nursing or whatever, but after being a nurse for 16 plus years, we as nurses learn to eat fast because we don't have a lot of time. You eat fast, you get back out on the floor or get back to work or whatever you're doing. So, that's one thing that I'm starting to try to slow it down, because when I'm talking to someone or when I am, you know, doing anything, getting ready to go somewhere else, and I'm like, okay, I need to do X, Y, Z. If I'm talking to somebody else, I learned that I eat fast and I don't take the time to chew. So what I do is I get a little pain right around this region or whatever, my stomach, upper umbilicus area. So that is my indicator that I needed to slow it down. I accidentally, well, not even say accidentally, I ate a third chicken wing eating too fast, and my body was like, nope, mm-mm, can't do that, honey. You over exceeded. Now, some people feel like, and I've saw in other videos, they say that their contents of their stomach will come up and it will go back down, or they would even throw up. I haven't thrown up since I was in the hospital, but I am facing nausea again. So I haven't really had nausea in a while, but now it's starting to come back, even if I don't eat. So if anybody can give me any tips or cues or clues or whatever about, the nausea just reappearing, whether I eat or I don't eat, just let me know. I am going to speak to my dietitian pretty soon and my surgeon to see if I can just do protein shakes. To me, they're easier, they go down smoother. I don't mind having a meal or two. But I've always been that easy girl that likes to be on the go. So, cooking and trying to figure out, what I'm eating or whatever, or what to eat, it's just a little bit, you know, hard for me. So if that makes any sense or whatever, but I'll let you not guys know what is advised to me because I always want to do things a safe way. I am meeting my protein goals of 60 to 75 grams of protein daily. I mean, I've had 1 or 2 days where I wasn't able to meet that, and my hydration, somehow I can't get past 6 glasses of water. And I know that they recommend, 8, but I do pay attention to how my urine looks. It's not, dark amber, it's a straw color or lighter. So I am paying attention to those needs. I'm not feeling lightheaded or dizzy or anything like that. I feel pretty good. Um, let's see, I do remember to take my vitamins every day, my calcium supplements too. I think those, when you have that nutrients in your system, it just makes everything so much better systemically and holistically. You just feel more energetic. So, I definitely want to advise you guys to keep on taking your vitamins. And even if you're pre op, take them before. I started taking my bariatric vitamins before my surgery. I just, number one, wanted to see how they were going to taste, how I was going to tolerate them, just get in a daily habit. So, there is habit now. So, um, one tip, if you cannot remember to take your vitamins every day, put them out where you can see them. Mine is on my desk, so only thing I do is when I get up in the morning and I make up my bed, use the bathroom, all the things that I do, I turn my head, oops, vitamins. So, yep, there you go. Another milestone that I've noticed is that I am now decreasing my blood pressure milligrams. So I was at 50, I'm sorry, I was taking 75, then I was taking 50, now I'm down to 25. So that is a good thing. So hopefully I will be off my blood pressure medications pretty soon. Um, I feel great. So, um, another thing, I'm sleeping so much better. So I think that my sleep apnea is subsiding. I don't wake up, excuse me. I do not wake up, at the middle of the night like I used to. I do a lot less tossing and turning, and I feel overall a lot better. I'm sleeping better. I feel better. All those things, all those good things. So, there is some benefit with having bariatric surgery. So I definitely encourage you guys to do your research. If this is good for you, have at it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So let's see, what is another thing I want to discuss? Oh, supportive family and friends. Okay. Well, in this journey, I, expected to have, questions or people or family members or friends not necessarily agree with my decision or whatever, but I had a relative that, come to find out, she's not as supportive as I thought that, she initially seemed like she was. She stated that, what I'm doing is not healthy and all these other things. And I'm just like, wow, before you were so excited for me, so that was something new that I discovered, that sometimes people can switch up on you. And I'm not saying jealousy or anything like that, but people, they don't understand what they don't understand. And as a nurse, I told her I have done my research. I have looked at countless hours of video about, the surgery itself, the complications, pros and cons, just everything to that aspect. I mean, I was an obsessive, compulsive person when I wanted to know everything, the science behind it, the the just everything about it. I mean, I just wanted to know other people's, experiences, what they experience. And I know that nothing is the same. One thing that may work for you may not work for me. I get it, but I just needed to know all the information as much as I can get. So with my weight loss, I look good. I mean, my skin looks good. I mean, I'm healthy, I'm hydrated, I am not suffering from any kind of nutritional deficiencies. So I did not understand why my relative would, come out and say that. But hey, it is what it is. I choose not to address it. Um, Part of my journey is to make sure that not just physically, improving myself, but also mentally. And sometimes people's, um, thoughts, opinions, or whatever is not even worth responding to. My thought process is you do you, and I do me. You worry about you, I worry about me, and that's all you have to worry about. So, um, I don't know if I've ever discussed this, but I'm 46 years old. I don't have time for negativity. I've already explained, that the risk of not having the weight loss surgery or intervening medically would have been more detrimental than the risk that bariatric surgery, has. And it's very minimal, So I was willing to take that risk. With my height and my weight, 240 pounds is a lot of weight, for me. Some people can get up to 350. Some people can get up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds, and they're still able to live their life, or not even say live their life, but they were able to still survive. My body couldn't handle 240 pounds. I felt like I was at the place of the point of no return. So if I did not intervene with myself and my health and my weight or whatever, I would have easily crept up into 300, 350, 400. I was experiencing a lot of pain, and I had a previous injury before, my bariatric surgery. And so movement was pretty hard for me. So I sat a lot of days on my sofa, not being able to move, not being able to get up and do anything as far as like just ADLs, activities of daily living, daily care stuff, grocery shopping, cooking, standing up over the sink to cook. I mean, standing up over the sink to wash dishes, or standing up to cook. So I ate a lot of fast food, you know. Because that's all I could do. I really couldn't do much else. So, this weight loss surgery, well, let me first give the credit to God. God saved my life, and He did it through the ability for me to, get approved and go through all the steps and channels that it took to get my weight loss surgery. And believe me, I pushed this process along quickly. I fast tracked it. So if y'all have any questions or concerns about how to fast track this as much as possible, again, like I stated, I am with Kaiser. And Kaiser in Atlanta, in Georgia, I would say, and specifically the Atlanta suburb area, it's a slow process. I'm still finding out new things about, Kaiser in regards to they're getting a therapist to, check you out, check you off, and make sure that you're ready for this process. There is my dietitian had left, and so the new one that I am assigned to, I won't be able to see her until July. So I have not officially had my first post-op nutrition appointment, but that's okay. I was given a lot of information and a lot of good stuff about, what is expected to me during those times. Like you go through steps and stages, just like a baby. When you have your surgery, you start off, post-op with 2 days of clears, then you go to full liquids for I think 2 weeks or whatever, then you can go to purees, then soft, then advanced soft, and then full unrestricted diet. Well, no, I can't say unrestricted, but full diet. And my full diet starts July the 4th. And at first, I thought I was going to be happy about it. Like, yay, I get to eat, regular food. I don't have to go through all of these extra preparations or whatever. But honestly, once I had this surgery, I'm no longer a slave to food. I'm a slave to enjoying life, getting out there and walking and doing the things that used to be excruciating for me to do. I enjoy being able to just do things and not have pain. That's what I'm enjoying right now. I don't want to be and I got invited to a family barbecue, which I declined. um I just don't want to go somewhere where it's centered around food. I'm just that type of person. So I decline. And people, please do not be afraid to say no. Have boundaries. There are going to be people that want you to do X, Y, and Z. If you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable, even if you don't feel ready right now, say no. It is okay. There is nothing wrong with having boundaries. Okay? So let's practice it now. Hey, do you want to go out to a restaurant, a buffet, or whatever? What are you going to say? No. Nope. Sorry. Why not? No reason. I don't have to give a reason. No. Um, well, how about you just do, you know what? If I'm not gonna have this conversation. If you continue to have this conversation, I'm either gonna go ahead and have to call you back later, see you later, etc. You don't have to explain yourself on why. This is your journey. This is your body. This is your new lifestyle. You do what you feel is best for you. You don't have to give anybody any explanations. Now, excuse me. I did have a friend that I went and met with at we call this seafood restaurant Hook and Reel, and they were eating crab boil, and I was just like, oh, that looks so good. And yeah, I could have had a little crab, no big deal. But what did I do? I brought my own chicken with me, and I ate with them. And don't get me wrong, some restaurants probably won't let you bring food in, but if your friends or whoever is eating, they usually don't have a problem, long as somebody ordered something. And then, of course, you can always say, hey, I'm a bariatric patient. If you have that little card or whatever stating that, you can show them that, and usually they will back off and leave you alone. So, anywho, that's pretty much, some options that you can do. But anyhow, or whatever, just have boundaries. Do what's best for you. Okay. Final thing is that, you know, I just want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys, excuse me, burps again. I want you guys to just trust the process. Don't get upset. Obsessed with this scale. I can tell that my body has really shrunk a lot. So, stepping on a scale, like people have stated, in other videos, don't focus on the scale. Look at, how your clothes are fitting. Look at what you see in the mirror, and still kind of don't trust that a lot because, some people go through body dysmorphia. With me, I understand, weight fluctuation due to water, due, water retention, due to your cycle, due to a lot of different factors. So, don't get necessarily caught up, but definitely how your clothes are fitting, how you're sleeping, how you're able to move up and down the stairs, all those good things. So, that is what I, would advise. Um, Clothes and shopping. I have not really bought a lot of stuff because, before my surgery, my intent was to just get comfortable stuff. I have leggings, I have big t-shirts, and I have bought a few little things, like tiny few, two, three little things, something that was just so inexpensive, that I couldn't pass up that opportunity. A dress for $5 or $10. Who's gonna turn that down? So hey, no problem. But I do those things instead of rewarding myself with food. I do buy accessories, perfume, stuff that I can use now, use later, whatever, just to keep myself from like food. Even though I don't really care for eating, you still think about it, you know. I have noticed that if I have a craving for something and I do taste some of it or taste a little bit of it, I don't love it. It's just disappointing. So that's how I got to that place where I'm like, okay, I'm good on shakes and I'm good on my Gatorades and water. If I feel like I do have to eat something, I'll eat something like chicken or something soft and I keep it moving. So you tell me what you think. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit lengthy. I just wanted to let you guys know, that the stall is broken, all is well. Um, I'm almost in Wonderland, so I got literally 10 pounds away from being in Wonderland. And that is going to be a very happy day for me because, you know, um, last year was, oh gosh, how much did I weigh? Last year for my birthday, I was probably about in the 170s to 180s, somewhere fluctuating between there. And I took some pictures and I just felt like, oh my gosh, I look so pretty. But when I started gaining all that weight, oh boy, it really took me downhill and I just turned into this fat girl. I wore the big clothes and hid myself. I didn't want to fix myself up with makeup. And right now, I don't have on any makeup. I'm all natural or whatever. But, I stated instead of waiting till I, put on makeup and looked all glamorous, I just wanted to give you guys, the updates and what's going on with me. So please like and subscribe. And definitely, or whatever, give me some feedback. What are you guys going through? What are your concerns? Where are you at right now in your journey? I do respond. So let's have this discussion. Anyways, thank you for joining with Talks VSG Talks with Toya. I am trying to find a title or a catchy thingy to, have to my channel. So, anyways, God bless you. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.